Have you ever wondered who the true ancestors of the most powerful demons are? Those beings who shaped the underworld as we know it today. Well, get ready for a fascinating journey through the history of one of the most enigmatic and influential figures of the supernatural world, Runeas Gremory. Imagine this, a woman of transcendental beauty, with the appearance of a young schoolgirl, but with the power and wisdom of millennia. This is Runeas, the matriarch of the Gremory clan and one of the first demons to emerge from the primordial darkness. Her story is a mix of legend, mystery, and pure eccentricity. Let's start at the beginning, or rather, what can be called the beginning when it comes to beings as old as time itself. Runeas Gremory is not just another powerful demon. She is part of the first generation, born directly from Lilith, the mother of all demons, by the will of Satan Lucifer. Imagine the power that runs through her veins. But don't be fooled by her youthful appearance. Runeas is a veteran of the Great War, that epic conflict that pitted angels, demons, and fallen angels against each other. She fought alongside the four great Satans and, surprisingly, survived to tell the tale. Well, actually, she preferred not to tell. Runeas decided to keep her survival a secret, thus avoiding the problems that her fellow first-generation demon, Baal, faced by staying active in demonic politics. Now, you must be wondering, how does someone so powerful and important simply disappear from the map? The answer is as peculiar as Runeas herself. She decided to enter a deep sleep, a kind of hibernation, to avoid aging mentally. Yes, you heard right. Runeas Gremory, the all-powerful founder of the Gremory clan, is afraid of getting old, mentally. But don't think she slept for millennia on end. Oh no. Runeas has the habit of waking up from time to time, taking a peek at the world, causing a bit of confusion, and then going back to her nap. She woke up when Zeoticus Gremory, one of her descendants, was a child. She appeared during the demonic civil war, and stayed awake until the end, mind you. And she even made a visit during the Edo period in Japan. Speaking of Japan, let's jump to the present, or rather, to what Runeas thinks is the present. In her last appearance, she greeted Runeas Gremory, yes, that Runeas we all know and love, and her fiancé Issei, along with their nobles, at the Gremory castle. Imagine everyone's shocked to see a living legend before their eyes. But the shock soon gave way to fun. Runeas, in all her anachronistic glory, asked Runeas if her territory was in Edo. Edo, as if we were still in feudal Japan. And it didn't stop there. She even thought that Runeas and her nobility had fought against Cao Cao of Wei. Yes, the Chinese strategist from the 3rd century. Fortunately, Venelana was there to correct the little misunderstanding of over 1,700 years. Now, get ready for the most unusual part of Runeas's personality, her obsession with camels. No, you didn't read it wrong. Camels. Those gangly desert animals. Runeas loves these creatures so much that she made it a family rule that all female descendants of the Gremory clan must ride camels wherever they go. Why? Because she thinks it makes them look cuter. Imagine Runeas, the powerful princess of destruction, riding a camel through the streets of Tokyo. And we're not talking about ordinary camels. Oh no. Runeas has a 4-humped camel named Gaboon. Yes, 4 humps. A rare and endangered species in the underworld. She even gifted Runeas one of these, to the poor girl's horror. But Runeas's eccentricity doesn't stop with camels. She has a, let's say, peculiar interest in entertainment. When she wakes from her long naps, she demands that her descendants entertain her. And we're not talking about just any talent show. Zeoticus had to dance dressed as Gomerin, whatever that is. Milikas, the little prodigy, had to sing for her. And Runeas, well, Runeas had to make Issei perform his breast techniques with Runeas herself. Yes, you heard right. The matriarch of the Gremory clan, one of the most powerful demons in existence, was so entertained by breast-related antics that she was brought to tears. But don't think that Runeas is just a comedic figure. Behind her youthful appearance and eccentric behavior, there is an aura of unimaginable power. Issei, who has faced gods and monsters, felt an indescribable atmosphere emanating from her, along with a strange nostalgia. After all, we're talking about a being who fought against God and lived to tell the tale. Runeas Gremory is a walking contradiction. A war veteran who acts like a child. A living legend who prefers to sleep most of the time. A figure of unimaginable power who is entertained by breast tricks. She is the embodiment of the chaos and unpredictability that defines the world of demons. But perhaps it's this unpredictability that makes her so fascinating. In a world of politics, power, and conspiracies, Runeas is a reminder that not everything has to be taken so seriously. She is the living or semi-asleep, proof that even the most powerful beings can be eccentric, mischievous, and, above all, fun. And we can't forget her deep love for her descendants. Despite all her eccentricity, Runeas has a special affection for her lineage. She affectionately refers to Runeas as Runeas-chan, and Issei as Issei-chan. It's a reminder that, in the end, family is family, even when it comes to millennial demons. Now, imagine for a moment, what would happen if Runeas decided to wake up permanently? What would the supernatural world be like with this chaotic force fully active? Would she modernize her view of the world or continue to think we're still in the Edo era? And more importantly, Would she finally understand that riding camels isn't exactly practical in modern Japan? Runeas Gremory's story reminds us that the supernatural world is much more than just power and conflict. It's a place of wonders, eccentricities, and sometimes pure madness. She shows us that even the oldest and most powerful beings can have their quirks, their moments of fun, and, above all, their love for family. So, the next time you hear about the Gremory clan, remember, behind all that nobility and power, there is a sleeping matriarch who loves camels, is entertained by breast tricks, and thinks we're still in feudal Japan. And who knows? Maybe one day, when we least expect it, Runeas Gremory will wake from her sleep and decide it's time to shake up the supernatural world once more. After all, with her, the unexpected isn't just possible, it's practically guaranteed. But before we close, one last question to ponder. If you had Runeas Gremory's power, would you choose to stay active in the world or opt for long periods of sleep, waking up only for moments of fun and confusion? The answer may say more about you than you think. And so, dear viewers, we end our journey through the fascinating world of Runeas Gremory. A figure who reminds us that even in the demon universe, there is room for laughter, eccentricities, and, above all, family love. Until next time, and don't forget, if you see a four-humped camel on the streets, it might be that a millennial demon is nearby.